Hello everybody. Today we're going to be playing something called Köhlervision. This is a game that I found just browsing the news section on GameJolt. Basically nobody seems to know what it is. I think it had something like 6 reviews on the page, so it could also be spyware. So if my address details and my penis pictures leak, just do me a solid and don't look at them. Let's jump right into this. I have no idea what to expect. Select the channel. Okay, we've got the Köhlervision News, the Köhlervision Space, and the Early Access channels. Latest updates and the most important news stories. See broadcast of anomalies from outer space. Experimental subjects that aren't quite ready yet. Okay. So it's like a TV station thing. We go into the space anomalies, because that sounds sick as hell. Oh, I like the fake BIOS is cute. Okay, press 1 to enter via default host. Input special host location. Technicolor emulation settings. Ooh, okay. Alright. Okay, we've got eye stalks. Not to be confused with eye stalks, I guess. Ay, Jesus Christ. I need to turn down my shit. That's kind of a cute visual. Okay. I was gonna say, that's kind of a cute visual, the moon with the sail. God, am I gonna see, like, a snuff shit? The date is apparently 2226, like the year 2226. Can I interact with anything here, or am I just watching shit? They're gonna make us listen to Coldplay Clocks. I say like I don't secretly love that song. Don't spread it around. Child. Is this seated? Is this... Oh, hello. Spirit... Yeah. The spirit of aesthetic. Making a much beloved comeback. Now, what have you been doing, son? Son in spirit out of space. You've been listening to Vaporwave under my roof. Listening to PewDiePie in space under my spaceship, son. Somebody in the camera room, like, smoking. I feel like I'm in a submarine. Like, I'm deep in the ocean. I have no idea what I'm gonna find. The fact that, like, nobody knows about this thing, like, at all. It's kind of, like, actually quite threatening. I don't know what this... Okay. Alright. I don't know where in space this would be, but... Oh, the sun exploded. Or it's having a flare. Time of the month, I suppose. Can I turn off the child? It's making me anxious. Am I in danger? Did I see everything there is to see? Probably not. Okay, I saw one of those earlier. It could just be like a random chance type thing. There's like a skip or something though. Apparently we got like 8,000 cameras, so honestly, we're good. Okay. So we saw this before with like scary filters. So I wonder if it's just kind of like a random chance to show you like specific images with specific visual overlays. Not quite sure. Alright, we've had that one a few times. Oh, this is new. This is the fucking Omega Flowey fight. Me when the fucking 7 human souls stop me from using the bathroom and I have to shit myself. Alright. I think I saw most of what there is to see though. I'm gonna go with the normal news channel, I guess. Press 1 to 9 to view an episode. Okay. For like 5 redacted files and then like the Dr. Roach incident. Movie of the year, Chow in Space 5. Okay.
Good evening, humble viewers. You are watching the Köhlervision news channel. You may know me as your host, Jan Köhler, and tonight is a very special episode, seeing as it is our very first. We are so thrilled to be able to launch this show and share important news with you. So thank you. And with that being said, let's jump into our very first news story, which may be a little hard, seeing as I don't actually have anything to report on. I kind of just got excited and began filming this without any preparation. So, give me a second to find something to talk about. Actually, can we just cut away real fast? No, crap, I forgot about the test image. Where can I change this? What's the setting? Actually, you know what? Forget it. I'll just leave the feed on me. So, let's see here.
Is this like a
look at
shitpost
this.
thing,
It's a clip
man?
of an anthropomorphic goose attacking a group of dudes in a park. This is a very important and true PSA. Always watch out for anthropomorphic geese attacking you in the park. They can hurt you real bad. Anyway, that concludes everything for tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Köhlervision news channel. I have been your host, Jan Köhler, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, man. I don't know what I'm watching, to be quite honest with you. Let's try to watch one of the redacted episodes, I guess. Couldn't load episode, file is either non-existent or unavailable. Same with episodes 2 through 6. Okay, let's look at the Dr. Roach incident, whatever this means.
Good evening, humble viewers. You are watching the Köhlervision news channel. You may know me as your host, Jan Köhler, and tonight I actually have some rather concerning news. A few minutes ago, a situation broke out near Venus Plaza, where a man standing upon the rooftop of a 3-story building caught the attention of dozens of bystanders on the street due to his frantic and deranged shouting. He reportedly kept repeating a series of incoherent phrases, in which he referred to himself as Dr. Roach, and claimed that today was the start of the apocalypse. The bystanders attempted to calm the man down and dialed the police for help, although these actions were in vain, as the supposed Dr. Roach then proceeded to pour a few canisters of gasoline down onto the building and the street below, before setting the building on fire. The situation only got worse when what appeared to be a mechanical droid resembling a man of golden skin, wielding a chainsaw, burst out through the front door of the building and began attacking the citizens that had remained to watch the tragic sight. Current estimates indicate at least 7 dead and 19 critically injured. Although, thankfully, the police showed up and are defusing the... Hold on, what? Oh dear. We have just received an update on the situation. Apparently, the police have failed to stop the droid, and it has instead slaughtered all of the cops, as well as the fire brigade that showed up. The fire has now spread to all of the surrounding buildings, and there are reports of other animatronics showing up around town and similarly attacking anyone they see. We urge everyone to lock themselves indoors and remain calm. Do not worry about the fires, as helicopters have now been dispatched to extinguish the flame. What do you mean the helicopters crashed? Oh god, fuck, no!
Okay, rest in peace, Cooler, I guess, and Dr. Roach, and the entire fire brigade. But we're getting filled in on the canon, and that seems important. We have 2 more episodes, so I guess you can't be dead.
Good evening, humble viewers. You are watching the Köhlervision news channel. You may know me as your host, Jan Köhler, and tonight I am proud to announce that I have fully recovered from my wounds, and have finally returned to the recording studio. Well, actually, we're in a new studio because the old one burned down in the riots that were going on at the time. But it feels like home. I'm all refreshed, got my hair done, I am ready to record. So without further ado, tonight we have a shocking story from Natter City, the capital of our neighboring parallel universe, where Chow are the superior life forms who rule society. World-famous and beloved actor Bloomand Hooge was walking down the red carpet to the premiere of Chow in Space 5, the hit new movie which he stars in, when he was nearly assassinated by a dark Chow with curved horns, who jumped out at him from the crowd and tried to stab Bloomand with a knife. The bodyguards were not present at the moment and as such weren't able to protect him. However, miraculously, Bloomand was able to survive the attack as his brother Adam just as suddenly jumped out of the crowd at the same time and tackled the assailant to the ground, which made him drop the knife. After that, Adam grabbed Bloomand by the hand and quickly ran off with him away from the movie theater, managing to escape the clutches of the assassin. Where they are going is unknown, however it can be presumed that they are searching for a place to hide and stay safe. Oh, wait, hold on. Folks, this just in, we have an update on the situation. The whereabouts of the two brothers is still unknown, however their other brother, Ash Hooge, has just been exposed of selling copious amounts of cocaine on the streets of Natter City, and as such is a wanted criminal. Likewise, their sister, Sugar Hooge, has at the same time been confirmed to have taken part in the arson incidents that happened at Tikal Banks last month, and as such is also now a wanted criminal.
Hooge is an incredible name.
Due to the Justice Bill that was passed by the Chow Congress last year and the new rules it set in place, the law would now dictate that since both Bloomand and Adam Hooge are now directly related to known criminals, they are presumed to be dangerous and untrustworthy individuals, and as such have also been labeled as wanted criminals for good measure. This would mean that all four of these siblings are guilty and to be arrested on sight. If you happen to spot one of them nearby, then please go back home and take your pills, because as I have previously stated, this is transpiring in the neighboring parallel universe, and it is logistically unlikely that they would be able to make their way into our own universe. This matter will be resolved soon. Regardless, that concludes everything for tonight. Thank you so much for watching the Köhlervision news channel. I have been your host Jan Köhler, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
So I came into this expecting some sort of like ARG-ish like I think I've just stumbled across like a series of Discord inside jokes and shit posts. I was kind of delightful from like a unsuspecting bystander standpoint, but like what? I guess we only have one more episode left. The recap. Is something fucked up gonna happen? Let's find out.
Good evening, humble viewers. You are watching the Köhlervision news channel. You may know me as your host, Jan Köhler, and tonight we have no major headlines to report on. So, we will be revisiting previous news stories that we have covered and provide updates on the situations. We hope all you viewers can understand this decision and will equally enjoy these more minor news. Firstly, CADCO, the nation's greatest hitman agency which has successfully eliminated countless problematic individuals and has normalized the use of mechanical elimination warfare droids, have announced that they will be shutting down due to the members of the organization having collectively lost interest in a job that involved killing individuals for pay. This is projected to lower the assassination rates in the town by a significant margin, which is something perfectly favorable to me. Secondly, the mysterious man known as Dr. Roach, who was responsible for instigating the citywide fires, chaos, and riots which shook the people this past summer, has been found by authorities and is being locked up as we speak.
He died.
So both you and me can sleep safer in our beds, knowing that the horrible, horrible madman has been stripped of his power. And our last story for the day is an update to last week's situation that was escalating in Natter City and the neighboring parallel universe. The four Hooge brothers, Ash, Sugar, Bloomand, and Adam, who had been convicted of serious crimes and were on the run at the end of the episode, have all gone missing, and the search parties that have poured extensive amounts of work into finding them have proven fruitless. This would indicate that it is possible they have escaped that universe and have migrated through the space-time void to our reality, and could be secretly roaming freely among us. We urge all viewers to carry their government-issued pepper sprays at all times, should any four of these dangerous individuals appear in your paths. Either way, that just about concludes everything for tonight's episode. Actually, not just for tonight's episode though, as this episode is going to be the last episode of Season 1 of Köhlervision News. I know it is a shame to have to pause our run again so soon after having escaped our previous hiatus, but we promise that we will resume the show as soon as our funding comes through. It has It has been an honor to be able to record in this studio and share these utmostly important news with you. So one more time, thank you for watching the Köhlervision news channel. I have been your host, Jan Köhler, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening.
No news except for the dimensions merging together. That's, nothing special happening. Alright, let's see what's in the early access. Köhlervision drama is in planning stages, music's in functional but lacks content. Only one episode. Okay, for the cooking. Functional but lacks visuals. Okay, is this like an actual roadmap, or is this just like a flavor that they're in different... Oh my god. Our plan for Köhlervision drama is to explore unique story concepts that have challenged the notions of everything that has come before, and question what art even is. All written and directed by Jan himself, and with the help of Köhlervision Studios, our artistic department, bring these stories to your screens to inspire the world exclusively on KVCN. Our first project we would like to make is a dramatic, psychological, noir thriller adaptation of the famous nursery rhyme, The Itsy Bitsy Spider. The plot would follow the eponymous spider on his long trek through a metallic, cave-like wasteland known as the Waterspout, as he quests forth towards a promised freedom at the other end of the cave. His only refuge from the long and tiresome march are occasional bug settlements he comes across, where he can briefly rest, although each time he steps by one, he happens to come in at a moment of crisis and civil instability, and he has to make snap decisions as to who he can trust by his side. All the while, the spout is repeatedly ravaged by life-threatening floods that put all of the spout's inhabitants in danger and impede the spider on his journey, and they can only proceed anew once the floods have been cleansed by a holy light from above. What the fuck? It is during these floods, as he and his allies bide their time in flood shelters, that he begins to have visceral dreams and nightmares about his childhood, as he struggles to come to terms with the regrets of his youth and his traumatic upbringing. Available roles: the Itsy Bitsy Spider, Glenda the Ladybug, Dr. John Cockroach, the Not-So-Itsy Bitsy Spider, Sheriff Legs, Sheriff Eggs, the Itsy Bitsy Spider, young version of the flashback scene, Father, the Rain God, the Sun God, backup dancers and extras. If you think that you're fit to play in this, then please send your CV and an acting demo reel via carrier pigeon to KVCN's headquarters, and we will consider you for any of the roles. We hope to be able to begin production on the series as soon as possible, and are aiming for a 2043 Q3 release. Thank you for your patience with and interest in Köhlervision Studios. So that's interesting. The space camera said it was like the year 2800, and this says it's like 2043. Am I maybe applying too much continuity to what is this? Perhaps. Let's see what the music's about. So, okay, so I saw a screenshot of this. Okay. Currently playing Jan Köhler. Jan Köhler, sorry, I keep mispronouncing that. This is cool. Oh, so you can fuck with the music stems. Wait, this is really cool. Okay, so is it the vocal track? Because that's why it's got like a little... I haven't quite figured out what each of these is yet. This makes the wiggly line go fast. Let's overdrive everything. So is this two different songs that I'm switching between? Interesting. Okay. Pleasurable misery is born between Venus's thighs. Okay, so that's interesting. This only exists like these. Okay, is there a goal here to, like, kind of find? Like the balance? Yeah, that was starting to sound like more full for a second.
Venus's vibes.
What a curious little thing. Alright, I wonder if the other two are gonna be, like, interactive. Let's watch the pilot for the cooking show.
Good evening, fellow enjoyers of food. You are watching the Köhlervision cooking channel. My name is Jan Köhler, and I will be your host for tonight. And speaking of tonight, seeing as this is our very first episode of Köhlervision cooking, I've got a true classic in mind for this episode. That's right, we're making a Nutella and mayonnaise revenge sandwich. For me personally, this recipe has been a staple of my life and is a perfect prank when you just want to get even with someone who may have slighted you in the past. You will not require anything special to prepare this treat, as all the required ingredients and tools are commonplace in most any household, so there is no need to worry about that. The first step is to acquire 2 pieces of bread. I will be using these large slices from a store-bought loaf, but you can use squares, homemade breads, baguettes, hot dog buns. It is all really just a matter of preference and self-expression. Now, you might have guessed what comes next, but in case you haven't, we are now going to slather and uniformly distribute the spreads onto them. On the first slice, you can use any sort of chocolatey or nutty spread that you like. Again, Nutella is only the traditional choice for this, and you do not have to abide by it. However, it is a bit different for the second slice, as here you strictly have to use mayonnaise. If it is necessary, you can use a mustard mayo or a mayo with additional flavorings, however it is much more ideal to use pure mayo. Once you have evenly spread out the toppings onto your bread, the next step is to take your 2 pieces of bread from the kitchen and lay them onto your home's sacrificial altar. It is best to lay the bread directly onto the table without anything in between. However, if you are concerned about hygiene, you can keep it in a plate. Once the bread is in place and you are ready to proceed, you'll have to grab your sacrificial dagger. It has to be specifically a Köhler branded sacrificial dagger. You can't use any regular old knife. Slit open your wrist with
oh
it
my god,
I
can't show that.
Slice with mayonnaise.
I mean, it's already blurred, but
drizzle it out evenly, but keep in mind that you shouldn't
like
drizzle any onto the other slice. You only need to pour it onto the mayo. As you cut into the skin and begin dripping out blood, you will have to recite the following incantation. Technically, you only have to speak it once, however for the most potent result, you should try to repeat it as many times as you can during the process. The incantation is, "O all-powerful man Abaddon, I call to thee to touch this piece of nourishment and deliver me from my woes." Keep repeating it as you perform the operation. I myself will repeat it again now. Follow along with me. "O all-powerful man Abaddon, I call to thee to touch this piece of nourishment and deliver me from my woes." If you have done the ritual right, then the mayonnaise's consistency will transform and change before your own eyes, and it will now appear to look like typical strawberry jam, even on any areas you might not have touched with your blood. But do not be fooled, it is still very much mayonnaise at heart and is only putting up the illusion of being strawberry jam. Once you notice that the change is complete, go and bandage the cut to stop the bleeding, as we do not recommend dying of blood loss at this moment in time. Now, as delicious as it may seem, you have to keep in mind that this treat is not for you, it is for someone else, so don't try to eat any of it. And lastly, all you have to do is put the 2 pieces of bread together, specifically with the spreads facing each other, and voila! The sandwich is complete and ready to serve. Now, take the sandwich with you and find the person whom you wish to exact revenge on. You are most likely to find them in their house, however on the off chance that you cannot locate them, you can simply wait in their bedroom and they should appear there around nighttime. Once they are present, give them the sandwich and tell them it is a gift, and they should begin eating it. As the sandwich enters into their system, it will begin to drain their life force, and with each bite, as their movements grow weaker, they will begin to approach death. If they cannot finish the sandwich on their own, then give them some gentle encouragement to help them get it down. Once they have consumed the entire sandwich, then the revenge will be complete and they will have died. Now, those are the basics of making a Nutella and mayonnaise revenge sandwich. However, a pro tip that I feel is important to mention is that if you plan on exacting revenge on multiple people, then you do not have to make a new sandwich for each revenge and can instead just reuse the first one. Once you have had revenge on somebody, you can simply open them up and retrieve the sandwich from inside. If you happen to be in a situation where you cannot retrieve the sandwich so simply, then no worries, as there are other methods. For instance, if a bystander happens to walk in as you perform the operation, then once the victim has died, you can calmly suggest that the body be buried instead of cremated. This will allow you to dig the body up at a later date and retrieve the sandwich then. And, well, that just about does it for this episode. I do hope your recipe went along smoothly and came out good in the end. Thank you so much for watching the Köhlervision cooking channel. I have been your host Jan Köhler, and guten Appetit!
Thanks, Jan, but I accidentally made fish and chips and mushy peas. It's all I know how to make with these British hands. I'm sorry that so much of this has been like watching. I thought there were gonna be like more interaction with this, but I'm in it now. I'm in the mud. Also, I realized like midway that the resolution has changed multiple times, so it's like kind of like fucked up on the recording a little bit. So I'm sorry about that.
Hello there, my dear boy. Good evening, Mr. Köhler. How did you sleep? I do hope that the desk is not too uncomfortable. No, Mr. Köhler, I am perfectly okay in here. I slept great, thank you for asking. Ah, that's lovely to hear. So, are you ready to take today's lesson? Yes, I think I am ready.
This is such a stupid joke. The fact that it's like the 18 plus channel and it's just a bunch of some study with 18 plus.
Plus 18. Oh my, is it 36? Correct.
How long does this go for?
I want to ask you, what is 18 plus 81? Could it be 99? It is. It's so close to completion.
Oh, stop.
What is 18 plus 43? I wanted to say thank you, Mr. Köhler, for teaching me these things. I am very grateful to be able to learn with you. And the answer is 61. Yes. Yes.
Are we looping?
But now, what is 18 plus 49?
We're fucking looping. I'm out of here. I'm gonna go back to the Space Channel. This time we'll be doing it without the Technicolor emulation, so that's something. Default host, yeah, it's in the hearts again. It'd be kind of cool if, we saw the peanut butter, the Nutella mayonnaise revenge sandwich floating around in space. And this is 2422, so I guess some of these cameras are in, like, dramatically different years. This is such a strange, like, collection of sketch comedy jokes, shitposting, and, like, emergent visualization, I guess, like horror art experimentation. Ooh, wait, this is cool. It's still in 2422. I don't know if that has anything to... Oh, wait, we're seeing new shit. We got hands. We got Rayman hands. Master Hand and Crazy Hand, the Ballad of Lovers. Hello, Skull. Oh, yo, it's me when I fucking... Okay, so I poked around a little bit, and the alias that this developer seems to go by most consistently is Windmocker. That's WYNDMOCKR. And they just seem to just make art, do music, and just kind of, like, general creative endeavors. And they put down a little thing that says, anyway, Köhlervision is done now, so that's pretty neat. I mean, I could try explaining why I made it, but the emotions put into that quote-unquote game are beyond words. It just is what it is. So, I feel like I had the intended reaction to this, somewhat bewildered, on board and having fun, but also just like, huh? The inexplicable vibe that I get from what I just played is it's like I've been invited to somebody's like Discord server to like play like Lethal Company or some shit, and then my nosy ass just starts scrolling up the general chat, scrolling up the memes channel, and seeing shit that I have no context for, but it's also just kind of funny in its own right. But I had a fun time playing this. Well, quote unquote playing, was largely watching. I'll leave a link in the description, obviously, to both the website and game page. Windmarker, thank you for making this, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Alright, that's, I need to shrug off this curse that this game has given me now. Where you have, like, the end screen up, and I'm just like, hey, I need to get this curse off me by showering with salt.